I hope you all been learning a lot today, meeting some new friends, connecting with old friends, finding actions to take. I know that I have learned a lot and engaged with every single one of you today. And guess what? If you didn't like something, there's a survey. So you can absolutely tell me all about it in the survey, all right? But for the moment, we're gonna enjoy the incredible day that all of you have helped make happen. Give yourselves a hand for being here. I know it takes a lot for everybody to get out of their house, childcare, jobs, all those pieces to make it out and be here. We really, really appreciate that. I just want to share that there was a great question in the media training, the speaking truth in a post-truth world and speaking about climate. And there was a great question about our bird dogging campaign saying, you know, this sounds great, but shouldn't we also be trying to invite candidates to events and making sure that they are able to share their visions and their messages in the way that they want to? And I can answer that question for you. Indeed, yes. That's exactly what we were trying to do for this year's closing. I just want to share that we were, for a long time, trying to put together a gubernatorial candidate forum to be here as this closing tonight. After months of planning and outreach, we had to call it off just a few weeks ago because the leading contenders ended up having some scheduling conflicts. I really appreciate the Swanson, Gibson, Space campaigns that sent aides or were here themselves today to still listen and learn from the advocates in this room. And if you listen to my session, unfortunately, our issues are not making it into the top electoral or media cycle. And it was partly that I had to make that decision about this forum about the same time an opportunity to do this bird dogging campaign came. So maybe I was a little salty that morning and said, you know what? We're gonna go out then and meet candidates where they are. They won't come to me, we're gonna go to them. We're still gonna be respectful, we're gonna ask our question, and you're all gonna get one of these signs, yes, so that you can be part of this campaign. We can go to that website and we can hear, so that we can learn as the voters of Michigan where folks actually stand on the issues that matter the most to us. As you learned over and over today, we have the technical, economic, and even the policy solutions at the ready. The real challenge is building a coalition of the willing, this movement that you are part of, folks. We have serious opposition and we have to fight for it. And we have a huge opportunity to build this from the bottom up with community self-determination at its core. We must make sure that the solutions are solutions for everyone. As you all know, the history of the environmental movement in the 1970s, many of the anti-pollution measures won by the largely white environmental movement shifted toxic pollutants toward Black communities. For us at MiCAN, today's climate movement is at heart a justice movement, because we have a chance to learn from those mistakes and build a more powerful approach that centers the voices of the most impacted communities who have done the least to cause the problem. That means we build real community benefits into those ordinances when citing renewable energy. Otherwise, we're gonna end up with another broken system with just more clean energy powering it. The justice choice is to instead prioritize people and places and trust and our democratic vision. We are proud to be an EJ ally and to close out today with 3 leaders in our environmental justice movement in Michigan and nationally to speak about the current challenges and their courageous responses. With me on the stage to close this out is Andrea Pierce, Policy Director of the Michigan Environmental Justice Coalition. Yeah. Michelle Martinez, Inaugural Director of the Tishman Center, University of Michigan. And Nayyirah Shariff, Director, Flint Rising. They came together, I let them know it happened at our closing, and I said, I want to make sure we close the summit right. Will you come speak? That was just about 3 weeks ago. Thank you for saying yes and for sharing your visions. I had just 2 questions that I'm going to pose to them, and we're going to let them go down the line and close out with their perspectives. My questions are just, what is the biggest challenge? And what is the most exciting response? Would Andrea or Michelle like to kick us off?
Biggest response of the elections?
To environmental justice, to your work. And if you push it and just wait a second, it will come on. There you go.
Okay, so my biggest response to, I would have to say it's line 5, because, and that tunnel, we can't forget that pipeline and the tunnel. And when we're framing that, we have to remember, shut down line 5, no tunnel, not just shut down line 5. The whole thing needs to go. And we need to work together, build these coalitions. Ooh, are you okay?
Uh-oh. We got some help.
All right. Oh, sorry. Okay. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. So it's line 5 and the tunnel, okay? That's what I've been working on for a few years now, like 15, 16, is to stop it, right? That fossil fuel extraction is not good for us. It's not good for us. It's not good for the better than human animals that are out there. It's not good for the earth, the water, the sky, none of it. It's good for who? Big oil, right? That's who profits from that. That's who makes it off of there. We can do better. I think that as we build and change, we can do better to find better ways to have electricity and what we need without having to be extractive to our Mother Earth. And can I give a plug for the pipe out? Do it. Okay. We have in September, Labor Day weekend on Saturdays, we're working for Petoskey. We have a pipe out, paddle up flotilla, family picnic too. So we all show up, and it's a collaborative, okay? We have Michigan citizens, tribal citizens, we have legislators, we have tribal government, we have the EJs, the Big Greens. Everybody comes and we play in the water, we talk together, we learn about what the water and how important this is to us. And what we plan to do to change it with the situation that we're in now. And then we have fun, we can play, it's a good time, but it's a serious time because we are stronger together, and that's what the whole point of that weekend is. It's Water Weekend. And it's the whole point of it is we are stronger together as they are trying to push us apart, right? Conquer and divide. But if we work, we're stronger together. You come, you meet people. If you get a flyer or you see somebody because you put them on your Facebook or you got to, talk to them and they sent you something, you got a flyer for a protest or an event, you'll go because now you know them.
Where do we go to learn more about that and get updates?
You can check out, we have a Facebook page. It's an older one right now. We're going to be updating it probably the next week. Pipe up, paddle up. Yep. It's pipe out, paddle up.
We'll be sponsoring, and everybody here, I think, is on my mailing list by now. And we'll be sending all that out.
Yep. There will be a lot. It'll be a big push in the next coming weeks, so keep an eye out for it. You can also hit me up. I'm on Facebook, Andrea Pierce. And, I hope to see everybody there. It would be helpful. We're working for Petoskey this year. And we got to find out what the kayak situation is. So, yeah.
Great.
But I hope to see you there.
Yeah.
And bring your family and kids.
So that's the challenge and a bit of the solution, collective action, and getting out on that water, experiencing it. Michelle, challenges and approaches or solutions.
Yeah, if you were in the last session,
Yeah, man.
I warned everybody, I'm just going to go off, and I did.
Yeah, that's what we want you to do right now.
Well, I think the lesson that I'm taking away from today, and I hope all of you are taking, is that direct democracy is the way that we're going to win this. And what I mean by that is that, environmental justice advocates who are in the room, who have been on the front lines of fossil fights, and when I mean that, it means being in an asthma emergency room, going to funerals of loved ones who have experienced stroke or cancer, who have missed school days or loving family reunions because people are taken, their lives are taken from pollution. And time again, we've been before City Council, begging the City Council members, demanding from City Council members. We've been to the Michigan Public Service Commission, begging, advocating for them to abolish shutoffs. We don't want families to be freezing to death in their homes. We don't want people to have a stroke from elevated ozone in their communities because of the heat. This is what's happening on a day-to-day basis in our communities. We've asked our legislators, please, we want to switch to renewable energy. We need community solar in our communities that's affordable and available and ready to go so our bills will go down. To renovate our homes, we need public financing for these things. The federal government. We've been through the annals of the regulatory system for 20 plus 30 more years begging for our lives. And now we're contending with data centers. And the consolidation of power, the speed at which data centers are coming to Michigan for the Great Lakes, for our energy system, and for our democratic channels is happening at a rate and at a scale that none of us can contend with alone. And so community by community by community, billionaires are stealing our democratic rights to have a voice. And for what? For what? On the back end of this, our communities are being surveilled and imprisoned and bombed, and those same weapons are being manufactured in our homes, in our communities that are being poisoned. So we say no, and we welcome the data centers fight, not to re-engage the regulatory system that is broken, but to engage in a process of direct democracy to reclaim our human rights for clean water and to survive climate change. I mean, all day long, all year long, for the last few years, I'm hearing this. Why aren't they listening? Why aren't they listening? And it is really so familiar. So, the problem is the solution. The problem is begging for democracy. The problem is begging for a tax system that delivers healthcare and school and education and clean water systems, right? We've seen it in Flint, in Benton Harbor, in Detroit, in Kalamazoo, in Muskegon, in all of the cities who lost their democracy, full stop. And now welcome. Welcome to the fight for our democracy. And I think together we can defeat the legacy of racial segregation to build a new kind of way for community safety through superstorms. Who was here last night? Right? Who's going home to a flooded basement? Who's worried about mosquitoes in their backyard tomorrow? I am. Right? All of these things that are abstractions are now coming home to a new population. And so it is the challenge that we can rise to. So thank you, Denise, for creating this space and for everybody who came here. Yeah. To engage the discourse, to engage the struggle, right? We may not agree, but we all need to row in the same direction.
That's right.
So thank you.
Do it. I'll give her a hit. Come on. That is just right. Thank you. Nayyirah. Huh?
Well, let me get my mic, like, going back to my poetry days. I really like studying movements. Like that is something I always geek out about. And like for me, there are a lot of things to note for, the environmental justice as a movement and like contextualizing that in other historic movements. So like one thing that we have to reclaim and constantly say all the time is like environmental justice was supposed to be the remedy, because you have people saying like environmental injustice. No, it's supposed to be the remedy because of the racism. And so we have to constantly say the root of environmental justice, it was environmental racism, like toxic waste and race. Like that is like one of the seminal reports that kind of helped launch like the movement. And so like as part of like this movement history and the evolution, like there was like the executive order 12898, which like put environmental justice within the federal government and the agencies. And through the struggle and advocacy and marches and everything and studies and academic studies and community participatory research studies, like we've had this kind of manifest into like different policies that really got perverted under the Biden administration. We have to talk about that because we had Justice 40, which was not like what we wanted, because like, why do we want investment in nuclear in Black and brown communities and calling it like this is the justice? That ain't it. And then we had the Inflation Reduction Act and the Infrastructure Investment in Jobs Act. And both of those things were a perversion of what the dream that we had as a movement. And so now we have this organized retreat by the federal government and funders. And then we also have this gutting of the Civil Rights Act, specifically Title VI, which basically said that you can't use federal funds to racially discriminate against people. And it really like eliminated disparate impact, which was one of the foundations of like environmental justice. And like as like all of these, and also one of the things that happened under, like I would say like the implementation and the shaping of these policies, environmental justice was sidelined, groups were sidelined, and in some instances even sacrificed by big greens for the policy win. And so we have like this clawing of back of environmental justice and climate justice funding. Can't even say it out loud, And then also like using like the tools, going back to Michelle, like AI to go through applications and like basically push them out. And then also like we had like some of like, I would say NEJAC, the National Environmental Justice Advisory Council within the EPA, eliminated, gone. And then also WEJAC, the White House Environmental Justice Advisory Committee, gone. And so that is like one of the things. And like this wasn't just from the Trump administration. It actually started like with the passage of the IRA and the IIJA, because funders was like, guess what? We've won. We're not gonna fund EJ no more. We got these bills. That's it. But it was accelerated after Trump was elected. And one of the things that I feel like is really exciting is like we are really kind of like at this point, and I feel like a lot of different movements are at this point of like reevaluating and resetting our movement. And this is like the opportunity that we have. So like Flint Rising, Michigan Environmental Justice Coalition, Urban Core Collective, MiCAN, We the People of Detroit, we are all on this host committee for this people's hearing. And so this people's hearing is kind of like organized in a people's movement assembly format. It's going to be June 27th in Detroit at the Dunfree Innovation Society, which is 2470 Collinwood Street, from 10 to 6. And so this is actually part of a whole national tour that has been in Greensboro, North Carolina, Tucson, Arizona, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Miami, Florida. And this will be a space for dialogue, having our own expert witnesses, and just basically and then also people who are going to be listeners. And so one of the things that we have as listeners is the People's Environmental Justice Advisory Council, which was basically a rebranding of the White House, the White House Environmental Justice Advisory Council, which was basically eliminated under the Trump administration in 2025. So this is a new opportunity to really build a national movement actually centered with our people and laying a foundation for us to actually create the policies at the state and local level that's rooted in what people actually want. Because I know that I get pissed off when I turn on TV or get a press release and someone rolling out this bill and it's who marched for that? Ain't nobody marched for that. I didn't organize any marches for that because I'm yeah, I organized the March for Clean Water, not for y'all to be adding water on 10-cent deposit for water under a bottle bill. That's not what I marched for. Who was marching for that? Nobody asked for that. So this is an opportunity for us to have collective policy, creating a collective policy platform that we can seek to implement at the local to national levels. Check.
You're hopefully already getting lots of emails from us and from Michigan Environmental Justice Coalition and from Title Track and those many partners. Again, our next event, folks, is just 2 weeks away. Again, the team we get 3 days off next week. We're gonna try to recover. And then we're going to hit it at this people's hearing, which is also that direct democracy piece that Michelle was talking about, because the main thing is getting all of you to come testify on what your threats to health, land, work, and to put your solutions on the record so that we can build policy from the grassroots up, from the impacted up. That's what we've been getting wrong for a really long time, folks. I am so excited to be with these wonderful leaders making that event happen. I'm gonna ask you just one more question, and then I'm gonna get Samantha Cooper back up here on the stage. We're gonna announce some art winners, and we're gonna rock out for a couple songs while y'all have a little reception, all right? But my last question, and just one other side note, I hope folks noticed, we started the day with an all-female panel. And I just can't help but notice how we're also closing out today. True leaders here. So I want to ask the same question that I asked at the end of this morning's panel about our theme of collective courage. And thinking about the long movement history of the EJ movement, the ancestors, what we're kind of carry forward. I want to ask the same question to these 3 leaders. How do you muster the collective courage it really takes to do the work that you are each doing every single day? I didn't prep them for that one, so we're going to get real answers now. Everybody close it out. Who wants to go first?
This is just one little thing, but I love listening to Wajid every Wednesday on WDET and listen to Detroit Techno like it is my job. Yes, this is not a new thing, right? People trying to be free, okay? People trying to be free. What does it take? What does it feel like? How do you move in your body so that you feel and can imagine freedom beyond this tyranny?
No. Where's my red hair? No, okay, sorry. Sorry. I'm like, this is family up here and just kind of like, also answering the question. Like being in community together because like collective struggle is like really freeing because you like really building like a chosen community and you're building like I would say like one of the other things for me and this is like coming back to like not I would say represented because I'm here and other folks is here League of Revolutionary Black Workers, like one of the things that they did was collective study. And so like collective study is you're reading something together and you're discussing and deliberating, debating, because that is also a way to kind of sharpen political analysis, creating a shared analysis. So that is something that I love doing all the time and like finally like crafting. I just like creating stuff, like talking about climate, it can be ideological, but like crocheting a blanket is very tangible. Cooking a meal, very tangible. You got steps, you got a product, you're gonna enjoy it, like, so for me, like doing stuff with my hands is also the liberation and getting back to like moving your body. Check.
Okay, so let me think. For me, because in my world, being a Anishinaabe, I am actually working for and planning for the next 7 generations. That is always in the forefront of my mind is what am I leaving for them? What am I planning for them? What will they have? And that's a big part of where I'm at. I wake up and I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And I have all these plans and building movement, talking to people. How are you impacted? What's happened to you? Hearing those stories fuels my fire. It keeps me centered. I don't get all into all of that other stuff that happens. There's a lot of, sometimes the movement's a harsh place. But if you got good people with you, those are the ones you keep. And those are the ones you build with, and those are the ones you plan with. And, for me, like I said, it's always about the next generations. What are we doing for them? What will they have? My goal is that they have better than what we do. That they're not fighting every day for scraps. They're not fighting every day to breathe. They're not fighting every day to drink water that won't kill them. That they can grow plants, nice healthy plants that are native to this area, not something tropical because it's 110 degrees here, right? It's real. And that's where I come in. That's where I'm at, is that I'm always thinking about those next generations. I'm always working for them. And I know a lot of times I have viewpoints that people don't either understand or don't agree with. And I really don't care because I'm fighting for those generations. And if somebody has to take a little bit and step back and we have to talk about it and I'll teach you where I'm at, that's fine. I'll be happy to talk to anybody all day long and, where I'm coming from. Because the ancestors are guiding this one. They are directing this fight for me, for those next generations.
Way to close it out, you three. I just want to pick up on that last point Andrea said. Folks aren't out there fighting just to fight, okay? We are literally fighting to live and to find joy in the beautiful world that does exist. I just read this quote by Rebecca Solnit. Many of you know her, author, poet out there in the world, and I thought, what a great way to close the summit as the Michigan Climate Action Network and what you're all representing today. This is what she posted the other day. Anyone who says no one is doing anything is demonstrating they are not where people are doing things. You are all doing things together, and you have found your people. We will stay connected and carry this journey on. I want to thank these closing panelists for leaving us with such words of wisdom and heart and justice. Thank you, you three. Leaders in the movement. And I'm going to turn things over to our cultural engagement advisor now, Samantha Cooper. Oh, I don't want to steal. They slide us all the slide. There were slides. She is going to announce the art prize winners and then close us out with another song with, I think, Elizabeth as well. Come on up, Sam. Thank you. You can stay. You can, yeah, I would. Thank you, guys. Oh, thank you. They already there? Okay, great. Third. Yep. Okay. Yeah. You guys, it's trouble that you all together in some ways, so I gotta say. All right, thank you.
Let's give it up again for these incredible, incredible organizers. So we were really lucky this year that we got to do our first ever art show at the Climate Summit, Collective Courage themed art show. And we have our colleague Serena Amdur to thank for that. Serena couldn't make it here today, they got sick, but they brilliantly, we all worked together and we took over Serena's roles, but she designed the whole art room. Who got to see that room today? Anybody get to hang out in there? It was beautiful, right? Such a beautiful thing. We had lots of submissions and we wanted to award some prizes to folks. And whether or not they're here, we just want to shout out their names. So here we go. First slide. Third prize, Hope, Despite Everything by Lauren Postle, who I don't believe is here today, but let's give it up for them. And let's see here, we got second prize, Eddie Chafer, After the Fire. Eddie, are you still with us today? We got an Eddie in the house? Okay, well, let's give it up for Eddie anyway. Eddie works with founded Pleasant Peninsula in Grand Rapids, which is such a cool mural community art project that you guys should check out. And first place, we got Dandelion Matriarchy by Jody Parman. Jody, are you still here? You still got a Jody in the house? Okay, that's all right. So thank you again. I hope that we'll do the summit here again next year, who knows? And then we'll have another, call for art. So now you guys know more about what it is, and we encourage you all to participate next time. We're trying to center art and culture in this movement. We're trying to make this the place to be, right? I mean, how many amazing artists are at the Trump administration parties? You know what I mean? Like, we have all the brilliance and the creativity. So we're gonna close with just a couple songs, and I have a request. So for anybody that wants to hang out in the art room after the closing ceremony, we could use help. There's so many little white thumbtacks. So many hands make light work. If you guys wanna help us take that down, we'll just take out the thumbtacks, we'll roll them up, put them on the table, and I'll put them in a bin later. And then did anybody get to take a picture with the selfie station? Fish for the Future selfie station today? It was right outside the Lincoln Center, so we're gonna be taking that down as well, if you have the time to help afterward. So I wanna introduce my great friends. This is Elizabeth Pixley-Fink, singer-songwriter that I've worked with for years. And we got Zoriana Martinez over here, founder of Ancestors Approved. And we all love singing together in this project, Collective Solidarity Songs, where we're sort of tracking movements for collective liberation and the songs that are emerging, right? In the back of cop cars or in the streets, or when you're crying after doing the work that's really hard, There's been some amazing songs that are coming through the world in the last year or two. So we've been tracking those, and we're just gonna share a couple. And I think most of these are sing-alongs because we want to get you guys singing. Because to Denise's question, right? It's like, what keeps you in this work? It's like they were talking about cooking, having fun, doing things with your hands, singing together. Like, we have to make this movement the place to be. So here's one of those songs to help you do that. So I think we'll open with Here and Now. This is one that Elizabeth wrote. And Elizabeth will sing a phrase, and you guys can sing it back with Zoriana and I if you want to. You can also just bliss out or leave if group singing makes you panic. Whatever works.
Just be with the panic. All right.
Here and now is your one true home. Is your one true home. Here and now is where you belong. Where you belong. Singing sweet inside your chest. Inside your chest are the little birds. Are the little birds of happiness, inside your heart, is your one true home. Inside your heart, is where you belong, singing sweet, inside your chest, are the little birds, of happiness. Here and now is your one true home. Here and now is where you belong. Singing sweet, inside your chest, are the little birds, of resistance, are the little birds, of happiness, are the little birds, of happiness, of resistance, of
Okay, peace everybody. This next song is called Down Deep, and it is also a call and response song. Who is this one by?
This one's by Alelia Jackson.
Wonderful. Deep breath if anybody wants to join me. I reach down, down, down deep.
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 Mother Earth welcomes me.
Mother Earth welcomes me.
Mother Earth welcomes me.
Mother Earth welcomes me.
I reach down, down, down deep.
I reach down, down, down deep.
Mother Earth welcomes me. Y'all know it now, come on.
Mother Earth welcomes me. Mother Earth welcomes me. Mother Earth welcomes me. All together. Mother Earth welcomes down, 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 down. I reach down, 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 down deep. Mother Earth welcomes me. Mother Earth welcomes me.
That song is so powerful. I'm going to share a little, small, tiny, teensy bit of testimony, and then we're going to get into this next song, which in solidarity songs we decided to call post-encampment blues. So I want to bring you all back to a time with 2 years younger me, 22-year-old Zoriana, who was a student at Wayne State, who was sleeping in a tent in the day that my university raided our student encampments in honor of the people of Palestine, in honor of the people of Sudan, in honor of the people of Congo and the other oppressed peoples across the diaspora. And I will never forget the feelings of grief that came from watching my school tear down student art, throw books into dumpsters, some books that I studied at the school in my African American Studies department. And I will also never forget what it felt like to have my school's police put their hands on me because I was in fight or flight and I froze. Was at like 5 in the morning, and my friend, my partner at the time, and I, after it all happened, we just kind of were up and we were just around, and I wasn't singing like I am now, but I wrote this song that we're about to sing, and it was not until a year later with the Solidarity Songs group that I ever sang it out loud to anybody else. And so today we're gonna share it, and it is called Post-Encampment Blues. And the lyrics are, oh, why do you do this? Don't you know their babies are our babies? We all have to heal. And we will do it on a loop, and if anyone wants to join in, you're welcome. Thank you for listening to my testimony.
How you feeling, Dominique? You want to jump up here at some point?
I might.
Okay, great. If you want to, we will move to 2 mics, and you just, you can just flow on it. Elizabeth and I can share.
Oh, why do you do this? Don't you know their babies are our babies? We all have to be. Oh, why do you do this? Don't you know their babies are our babies? We all have to heal. Oh, why do you do this? Don't you know their babies are our babies? We all have to heal. Oh, why do you do this? Oh, don't you know their babies are our babies? We all have to heal. Oh, why do you do this? Why do you do this to me? Don't you you know that babies are our babies? We all have to heal. I'm trying to heal. Oh, why do you do this? Don't you know that babies are our babies? We all have to heal. Oh, why do you do this? We all gotta heal. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this? Don't you know that babies are our babies? We all have to heal. Ooh. Yo, what's your favorite scary movie? We living up in that shit. Profits over people and then politics in the mix. Real lives in real time, no candy treats, just tricks. Silly rappers, they traumatize, then pass it on to the kids. It is what it is. Why do we give a concern? Why don't we chill and just earn? We cannot sit around quiet and silent. We cannot be like and watch evil wild and that is just violent. I have a conscience, I have a son, I have a tribe, I am not one. I am with many, here to speak life. God put it in me, we gotta step it up. We gotta keep going, we can't give up. We gotta keep flowing, be like water, this is how we do. My climate, come to you, we bringing the fight, we bringing the truth. Yeah, we stepping outside, we stepping outside, we stepping on the lies, the misinformation, the division, the false hating that we have amongst each other. We got to heal. Everybody, let's get together, let's keep going, let's build. This is a freestyle and this is how I do it. Speaking true it, be the light. We gotta go through it. We gotta keep fighting, gotta keep struggling, gotta keep surviving and thriving. That's how we stay alive in. We gotta bring art. We gotta get the culture back. We gotta keep fighting. We gotta take our voice back. We gotta speak the truth. Fuck the data centers. Put some on the rooftops. Put some on the rooftops. Put out 9-5 and the tunnel 2. MiCAN, Denise. Shout out to you. And the whole team. Everybody listen. You are kings and queens. You got the power. You can do this. Be the truest. Be the realest. We realist. We ain't new to this and we gon' keep going. And that's all I got.
Thank you to all of our planning committee, all of our speakers, for all of you for coming out here today. There is food across the hall for some reception. To close this out, please hang out for a little bit, continue to eat some good food and network. And if you're local or staying, remember we are showing Earth's Greatest Enemy in the auditorium of Keele tonight. Jim Ryan, Veterans for Peace, is here to bring it home. Yo, rock this closer. Zoriana, down here, Elizabeth.
Yes, Denise!
You can rock it, team. Thank you, MiCAN team.